So you finally have decided to go forward with the home improvements you've been dreaming about, or building your dream home, or renovations that are long overdue. Now the question is, what builder do I use to do the work? I tell you, in today's tough economy, what you don't want is to make a mistake with your hard-earned money and choose the wrong builder, which can cost you thousands of dollars and a lot of unnecessary heartache. I'm Ed Ramos, and I want to tell you about the 5 fatal errors to avoid when choosing your builder. Fatal error number 1, failing to properly investigate your builder's background. This is so important. You don't want to simply take the name from the phone book or rely on advertising or the builder's representations. So here are some of the things you want to find out and do. Number 1, who are the owners? Are they involved with the community? Do they have a good reputation in the community? Ask for references from people the builder has built for in the past. Any good builder should have a list of prior clients and be more than happy to give that to you. Check trade organizations such as the Cape Coral Construction Industry Association or the Lee County Builders Association. Those trade associations have a really good feel on the pulse of the construction community in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Lee County. Also, a thing that you can do is check for complaints against their license at Cape Coral City Hall or even at a state level. It's amazing when you go to City Hall how the clerks there know who the good builders are and who the builders to stay away from are. Another thing is simply how long have they been in business? Have they been in business for 10 years, 1 year? Have they weathered some of the economic storms that we've had here in Lee County? And are they building professionals? Not just investors, which are so-called builders, which were here in the heyday to flip homes, but are they professionals and have been in the building industry and know how to do renovations, how to do additions, and how to meet the challenges that that type of construction has. Fatal error number 2, failure to require license and insurance. And I tell you, this is one of the easiest things that you can get from a prospective builder, yet a lot of people don't even ask. And when they do ask for license and insurance, they never ask for copies or follow up if they're valid licenses or if the insurance is still in force. If a builder's not licensed, first of all, they probably don't have the expertise to do the work. And if you're lucky enough to get a builder that, or a contractor that does have the expertise and is not licensed, you have to remember that it's illegal in the city of Cape Coral or Fort Myers and Lee County if they're unlicensed and do work. So as far as I'm concerned, if they can't take the initiative to at least get a local license, then why do you think they take the initiative to do a superior job for you? Now, regarding insurance, just because a builder may be licensed doesn't necessarily mean that they have insurance. And I tell you, I can tell you a lot of horror stories about contractors or contractors' employees that have been injured on the job or injured at somebody's home while doing work, and lo and behold, the builder doesn't have insurance, and they make a claim against the homeowner's insurance coverage. Fatal error number 3, failure to get and require a clear and concise contract. You have to have everything in writing. That, I hope, goes without saying, but have everything in writing. Have the builder specify what is specifically included in his price, and make sure that they clarify all of the allowance items in the contract. Don't rely on hearsay. Don't rely on verbal representations. The other thing regarding the contract is require change orders when you do deviate from the contract. And also ask what the builder charges per change order. And very importantly, make sure that there's some type of completion date included in that contract. And now with that information, you could compare apples to apples with other estimates that you should get. And last but not least on this topic is don't be reluctant to have your lawyer review the contract. A good builder can easily mail a copy of their contract to your attorney or advisor and get that to them so that you could make a sound decision. Fatal error number 4, failure to choose the correct builder. And what I mean by this is he a local builder with local knowledge? Does he know local codes? Is he familiar with Cape Coral, Fort Myers, or the Lee County Building Department? Is it a builder that was simply transplanted here from elsewhere in the state or the country and has no idea as to what specifics we require here in Lee County? Is it a handyman trying to build an addition? Or, very importantly, is your project within the builder's niche? Or is the builder financially able to handle your project? Okay, you've gone through steps 1 through 4, you've done your homework, you've gotten a few estimates now to compare. We can go forward with fatal error number 5. And that's failing to build with a builder you have a good rapport with and you like and also can trust. I know it's hard to judge character, but if you've done your homework, you need to ask yourself, do you like them? Do they return your phone calls on a timely fashion? Do they take the time to answer all your questions? Will you enjoy working with this person for an extended period? Some projects could take a few days, some projects can take several months. So you have to make sure that you feel comfortable with the contractor that you choose. Now, if any of the builders that you've talked to have any problems with any of the points that I've mentioned, then really you need to keep looking for another builder. These days, there's a lot of reputable builders out there itching to do work for you, and frankly, prices are at an all-time low. Your construction project doesn't have to be a nightmare. It could be a really exciting time for you and your family if you do your homework. And really, really important is don't be scared to ask questions. As many questions as you can so that you have a comfort level. And while asking these questions, if your builder has a problem with it, again, keep looking. I hope that I've helped. If I could be of any additional assistance, please don't hesitate to call me or email me. And I encourage you to sign up for our free newsletter, which is filled with tips to keep your home in tip-top shape. I'm Ed Ramos with Ramos Builders, where we're committed to building a better community.